Oh, what's up, guys? We did another countdown. So we're just watching the recap now. If you guys are just joining, we're going to time you up. They're just kind of going over what's going on. So when the guy says Big Brother, we'll let you know.
Just let me do this and then I'll look at it. Okay.
Simply trying to go to like that.
I know. Give me a minute.
I need a little recap of what's going on too.
You gotta
buy it.
Angela just walked in.
Go get your brother's iPad. Tell him I said, yeah, go grab that.
We didn't watch Survivor, but Devon's does seem like a nice. I don't know. He just seems like a
super nice
guy.
He's married too, I think. I think that's what he said.
Wait,
and Rachel enters.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on here for right now. Rachel falling in the volcano. That was like.
Yeah, what do you guys think about Rachel falling in a volcano? Was that a little cheesy, or was that kind of
so?
Is that kind of classic Big Brother?
Where's his apps?
I'll do my iPad later.
Okay, I'll do it after this.
I don't even get BB. I'm just here because I love you.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Thanks, Ruby Slipper 5520.
If I had to put on those cheetah, like whatever that is, like what they're wearing, I would be.
I'm watching us on a YouTube. You're a little booberific.
Well, when they're big, it's hard to hide them.
That's all right. Maybe someone else will watch.
They're still doing Big Brother recap right now of the episode.
All right. Here comes the battle. Wow. It's already getting after. Uh-oh, Showmances.
Ew, I hate when people make out on camera.
Well, we did.
It makes me only one time. And it was
the worst is when people like the Showmances, they make out. Oh, Big Brother, we missed the time cue.
Oh, sorry. That was my fault.
They're just starting to challenge right now. So Angela's stacking her pieces. They just switched over to Devon's. And this is Dee, the new girl. Look at me knowing some names. So
she won Survivor.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Are you guys fans of Dee and Devon's? Like, are they good people? You think they got a chance to go all the way? I cannot watch an episode of 60 Minutes. No, we watch episode of 60 Minutes. We just haven't watched it before. Or have you ever watched 60 Minutes?
No, I've never watched 60 Minutes.
What?
Why would I want to watch 60 Minutes? Right now, they're doing a puzzle, and they're putting it together. That reminds me of Survivor. I feel like they have an advantage because I feel like this is all Survivor, like how they do the puzzles. But I wouldn't want. This is for HOH.
This is very Survivor-esque puzzle.
It is, and I'm wondering if the season might be like that. But are they playing for HOH right now?
Yes.
See, I wouldn't want HOH because then you're getting blood on your hands, and you're gonna make somebody mad.
Right.
I think Devon's is gonna. It's gonna. I don't know. I would definitely try not to win.
There's different strategies for everybody. Some people like to win that first HOH. They want that power. And then obviously you make sure you're not the first one gone.
Right.
When we played, I didn't want it. The first episode or the first challenge. I didn't want it.
Yeah, I didn't want it.
But now if I went back, I would probably try to win it just because as a returnee, or someone like from Survivor or
this early in the game.
But I don't know in this one, but usually they keep the returnee safe for like 2 weeks. So you can't vote them out. But we'll see after what happens tonight. D is an amazing competitor, Trista said.
That would, like, everybody watching me and being like, you have to get this puzzle, it would freak me out even more because I don't like being under pressure. I crack under pressure. But see, look, he looks like he's...
Well, see, he's fresh off Survivor. He knows what's happening. Yeah, this reminds me a lot of Survivor. Maybe just the fire. So D's talking about how she likes the team.
But then, when people are pointing and trying to help you, that I don't know. I just feel like I'd be like, I need silence. I need to concentrate. Because I almost go blank. Like if people are expecting me to win, it would freak me out.
Remember that one competition RC, like that coin one? Oh, D just dropped his puzzle.
No, but that was because somebody
so this is hard because they got to, it really is a team thing with this. You know what I mean? If someone like doesn't hold the rope tight, it's going to fall.
Yeah, but what if somebody was on the other, was like, listen, I don't want him to win. And you just kind of moved a little bit and played it off like, oh, sorry.
That's a little ballsy, That's how you're going to start your season off? Not a team player? That's exactly what you're saying. Taylor's saying, Taylor's saying what you just said.
Yeah, see, you can
throw it. Oh, Angela just dropped.
You don't know. Like, if I was sitting there, I'd be like, wait, is somebody trying to get me to lose this?
Well, don't you think, so I don't want to talk too much over the episode, but when you're in here, it's not like just go. The producers do come over the loudspeaker and they're like, these are the rules. This is what's going on. Does everybody know what's happening before they start filming this competition?
Right.
So you do get a chance to kind of like, if you're on a team like this, collaborate and say, hey guys, do you want me to win this challenge? Like you have the chance to talk it through. And in some puzzles, I remember like we had to put together like Zingbot or something. Mm-hmm. While they're explaining the rules, I was already looking at the pieces like, all right, what could I do first in this to make it faster? So you could use that to your advantage while they're explaining the rules if you know what's going on in the game.
As of right now, who looks like Angela looks like she's in third right now. D, is that her name? D looks like she's ahead. Yeah, I think D's got it.
Devon's just likes to have fun, is the king of finding idols, and is very strategic. He likes to cause chaos, but in a good way. Oh, that would be great for the Big Brother house. Thanks, Singing Mary.
Oh, it looks like, as of right now, it looks like D's going to win.
How is Survivor fans out there? How is D's and Devon's relationship? Did they ever play together?
Well, if I went on Survivor and I saw somebody from Big Brother, I'd be like, let's team up.
Right. So they're going to be
whether it
an
be
alliance,
somebody
right?
that, like, you normally would work with or not. I think she's got it.
Again, when you're watching from home, these things don't look that hard.
And they take a lot longer than what people show.
But when you're there, they're a lot harder than you think.
Yeah.
Plus, especially the first episode, you're a little nervous. You're not settled in yet.
This, I feel like, is slow and steady.
So D is on right now, putting hers. They keep switching. It looks like D's got it, but yeah, we'll see.
Oh, Angela right now looks like she's right. Oh,
D's
no,
on it.
Got it. D has it.
She's got to hit the buzzer.
Oh,
and I'll time you guys up right now. She hit the buzzer.
Oh, I wonder who she's going to put up. So D is the first HOH of the season.
Well,
Okay, wait, I have to
what?
say this. You know, as the season goes on and you win HOH and everybody's cheering and hugging.
Yeah.
And it's
Oh, yeah.
so uncomfortable, and you know who doesn't want you to win because you're not on the same like alliance.
Right. So someone said, Tomer Kathy Pickle says, it's a pickle. I don't know why I laugh at pickle. But they both played on Survivor 50. Devon voted D off.
Ooh. Were they in an alliance together on
Wow, so maybe D's got something.
But how far away was it? Like, were you towards the end of the show? Because
he voted her off, so I would have that in the back of my head.
But what if everybody's voting that way? You're not going to vote the opposite. You don't want to be.
I know, but as much as especially early on in Big Brother, you just need the littlest reason to vote somebody out, because when you first meet each other, everybody's happy, everybody wants to be on this show, and the commercial break is starting now. So, you don't want to ruffle any feathers. But if there's like the smallest, stupidest reason, and you've seen it season after season, they're like, well, everyone's voting that way, and he did, take my sandwich or something dumb like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you need the smallest reason to vote somebody out that first week. Then as the game goes on, you might,
then again,
if
kind of
people
gets
are
a
like
little
dirty
personal.
or they didn't clean up after themselves, I was like, get them out of here.
Right.
That was a reason for me to vote people out. But they're both great friends now, D and Devon's. All right. Thanks, Belinda.
I think they're going to team up together. I mean, you have to.
What are they saying on the live feeds? Hi there. Hi there.
Thanks, guys, for tuning in.
No, it's underwater. Oh, it's underwater. Oh, it's under the bridge for both of them now. They have great attitudes about it. All right. Seeing Mary back with the.
But see, I like seeing that. That's like mature adults. That's not immature. But like I always said, when we played Big Brother, when we got off, there was so much like competition between people like off the show that it was like nobody could be friends. And I used to be like, man, shows like The Bachelor and everything, they all hang out and everybody's like friends. I felt like when we got off, it was not like that at all.
No.
People were
there's
not
still, people
there's other people.
Big Brother watch parties and things like that. Nobody includes us.
Well, I never
Maybe because we didn't go.
No,
yeah.
I never tried. I got asked a couple times, but I just didn't.
Sharon Garrett 434 says Jeff spelling Technotronics. So all right, let me explain the Technotronics thing for people who watched our season. That was real early on, and like I said, I wasn't trying to ruffle any feathers. First of all, I'm a terrible speller. Number one. Two, you don't know what letters you're going to get. So I got like an H and an E and a T. So I'm like, oh, I'll just spell techno. And then when I spelled techno, I'm like, that word's not long enough. I'm like, because you needed a long.
Remember, Brennan did responsibility.
He told us that in the jury house.
He goes, always spell responsibility.
He goes, always spell responsibility. It's a long word. So that's Brendan's like little trick. Brendan and Rachel.
Because I think he did it twice.
Yeah, he did. So he goes, that's the word to spell, which is funny because I didn't even think about that. Like before I was on Big Brother, I never watched the show. So I never knew. I watched it on YouTube, but I didn't know like strategies behind it. But anyways, back to Technotronics. I just started to spell like a long word, and I thought, if I spelled Technotronics, because that song Pump Up the Jam, I thought my friends back home would laugh. That's the only reason I did it. I'm like, oh man, if I spell Technotronics, my friends will laugh. I didn't know like I was going to. Russell was going to fight me about it. I didn't know I was going to get in a fight about spelling Technotronics.
Shotgun. Okay, I think it's coming back.
Right back.
Big Brother just
the
came
time
back
machine.
Wow, the table, all the people sitting around the table. Remember how crowded it was, and then when it
small it
down,
gets?
yeah, totally. D's in the DR right now talking.
Just watch the first season of your season of BB. Forgot how insane your season was.
It was.
It was insane.
It was.
That's when like
it was like old school.
I feel like. I mean, when I say good, I meant like cutthroat. People weren't worried about certain outside things. I think now people
It
you know,
was
are a little more
influencers.
hesitant now for different reasons, if you catch my drift. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it was everyday people. It wasn't influencers now.
Pump up the jam, pump it up. That's right, while your feet are stomping.
Do you think Angela's will tone it down this season just from like what everybody told me?
Yes, I do think she'll tone it down. But again, the house makes you crazy. So I think she'll keep it together as long as she can. But the house breaks everybody. And not only do I know that from playing the game, because everyone hits a breaking point, from hosting the show after, I could see it in the people, like when they're going to break. So I would talk to them about that before they went in the house. Like, listen, it's a mind game like you've never seen. Are you going to be able to handle it? Yeah, absolutely. When was the last time you cried? No, I never cried.
That
And then
house
like
will
a couple
break
weeks
you.
in, like the toughest guys cry and do like everybody hits their breaking point here at some point. And it's always around day 40. So keep an eye out for that.
Drew was just talking about the have not room, and they just walked in the have not room.
I remember those.
No, remember the second time we went on, they kept putting me on have not.
Yeah.
Like I did lose weight though, because remember all I did was I barely ate.
Do they still do
Slop?
do they give them like I remember one week we were on Have Not, we had to eat seaweed. Do they still give them weird
I think
stuff?
that was just our season.
Oh, really? They should bring that back. And then another time was like
I could not sleep on that bed. Look at that. There's not even, you gotta sleep. You can't stretch your legs out. What?
Trista wrote, I don't know if it's Angela's personality to tone it down. We'll see, I guess. You're right though, Trista.
Look at the
now everyone votes the same, safe to be predictable. Joanna says, you're right. I don't like that. You know what I mean? I get the strategy behind it, but I want to get back to the cutthroat days of like, let's play the game and no hard feelings after. But the world's not that way. Yeah, the world's not that way anymore.
People are scared that they're going to get canceled or fired from their jobs or what people think on the outside world. And so they don't do those things anymore.
It could mess up your life, so I get it.
Well, listen, some Big Brother fans are crazy.
They are.
Not you guys.
Not you guys, but you know what we're talking about.
They got champagne. You never get champagne.
No, you do in the beginning when you introduce yourself. So Angela's introducing herself right now. Crazy eyes.
I could see Angela and her getting into it.
You know what? I don't
know.
I dig Latrice. I'm a fan of Latrice, and I feel like she's going to shoot it straight.
Well, I like that. This dude's Conor McGregor.
This dude's tattoos are unreal. Uh-oh. Oh, she's smitten.
They love the showmance.
What? Oh.
Why?
Why do you do that?
Why? I hate when people do this. No one cares what you do.
Again, I don't want to talk over the show, but that's kind of what this show is. I like Mallerie. Now, I don't like when people don't tell the truth about what they do because it's hard to keep up a lie in there. There's so much downtime that you guys don't realize. You turn on the show and you just think that they're playing all the time. The hardest part about playing Big Brother is all the downtime. After Sunday and the competition is over for the house guests, you have nothing like really to do till Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like there's a lot of downtime, and to not be able to talk about your life and saying like, this is what I do, this is why I love what I do, or whatever it is, it's hard to keep that lie up. And then if I catch you in a lie, why'd you lie to me about you're a scientist? Because you're a scientist, it makes you taking a ball and throwing it in a clown's mouth easier? No.
Right.
But then if I catch you lying later on, it's like, why'd you lie to me? So what else are you lying about? And I don't trust you now. That's just again, maybe you should tell your strategy because I've never won that game, but
play dead. the whole time. And then when you make it towards the end, win when you need to.
If you could go back and do something.
She told, wait. She just told Jason that she thinks she follows him, and he didn't tell anybody he was on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh, see? Why do you lie? Are you going to say who your dad is? See, she's lying too. Everyone's a liar.
What? No one cares that you're an attorney. It doesn't make you any smarter. It doesn't mean you're going to win the show because you're an
attorney. You could put a fire puzzle together faster than me. What is that?
Okay, wait. So hang on. This Rome. So Rome likes Lyric.
Rome and Lyric. It sounds like a celebrity couple.
Look at Rome's picture.
Hell yeah, Rome.
Oh, so Lyric
the Showmances are
him.
starting. Oh, there's definitely a pickle joke in there. I'll save it. Yeah, Latrice. Yeah.
She's so
I like Latrice. She looks great,
yes, she does. Everybody listening.
Is this Chicago?
Would everybody please like and subscribe?
You've gotten so much better at the natural transition of that.
Like and subscribe to Jeff and Jordan TV.
Let's get this a little closer for you guys. Look at that. Now we're up close and personal. Not really, but Singing Mary said Derek kept up his lie very well the whole season. He definitely did. I'm not going to take away from people who lie, and it's successful for them. If you were asking my advice, I would say don't do that for the reasons I just said, because it's hard to not talk about what you do, at least for me. Again, I never won, so don't listen to what I'm saying.
Barrett likes D.
Wait, so Barrett likes D. I thought he was going for that other girl.
He said a crush, but I'm trying to hear him, but you're talking so much.
That's what we're supposed to do. Don't worry. After this is over, don't talk to me the rest of the night.
What?
I'm just kidding. Wait, is Ashley from Chicago?
I thought, why does she talk like that?
I never had a hamburger.
No, why do you go? I never had a hamburger. That's weird. She vegan? What? What? I like his smile.
Hey, Devon's, I'm a 2-time Big Brother loser. See, now we're not talking because you made me insecure.
No, I'm trying to hear some of this. So Dee's talking right now about Devon's.
Trista wrote, "What? Never had a hamburger? Vote her off."
I know, right?
I'm telling you, Trista, week 1, that could be a reason to go home.
No,
I mean,
it was
if you had no other reason, everyone else is nice. This girl never had a hamburger.
No, but it's the way she said it. Never had.
But I'm telling you, week 1, it's little things like that get you voted off, which sounds silly.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I would. That's what I would
do. Just cheers, and we're going to commercial break now. All right.
Did you all know they don't really give you alcohol? Well, when we were on, they didn't really give us alcohol. Maybe it's because everybody was crazy on our season.
Yeah, they only give you
You only got
2 beers.
It was like a bottle of wine
for your HOH.
Everybody splits it.
Yeah. So you kind of
And then I think you got what they put out maybe 6 beers and everybody had to split the
Yeah, you had to
beers.
split it.
Yeah, they don't give you anything because I never really drank because I was like, what's the point? It's like stupid.
But
And
you still, I mean, for not drinking,
they
for
let
that
me.
long?
I drank a bottle of wine when you got evicted, and I was in the DR, laying in the DR. I don't know if they ever aired that. Can somebody confirm? And I was just laying in there, and I was just talking to myself, and I was hammered.
Oh, in the DR?
Oh yeah, I was hammered. They probably didn't show it. And I asked for well, I don't know if I should say the name. I was asking this producer that I really liked, the one that we thought was a librarian, and
she had her hat
yeah, she
backwards.
was super hot.
That's so funny.
And I was just laying in the DR talking, super drunk, and then I woke up and I slept in one of the beds, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I drank a whole bottle.
I remember our first season, and I knew I was going home, but I still had a bottle of wine from my HOH.
Yeah.
And I knew I was getting voted off that week. And I was real sad because I was so close to the end. But I drank that whole bottle of wine. Remember me and you? And I was ripping ciggies. I drank a whole bottle of wine. I was so drunk.
That's crazy to think back. Okay, when I think of Jeff smoking ciggies, because you haven't smoked ciggies in a long time.
Yeah.
You always, like when we would go out, like always ripping one. And
I was a social, like whenever I would drink.
No, but you always, yeah, you would just smoke them so much, and you wearing glasses.
Yeah, and then Jordan got me LASIK eye surgery.
Yeah, if anybody doesn't know, when I won Big Brother, I said, well, you were like, if I win, what do you want? And I was like, if I win, what do you want? And then I was like, well, I'll get you Bear season tickets. And you're like, you know how expensive that is? And then when I got my check for Big Brother, how much? I think I gave you like $7,000. Didn't I give you like $7,000?
No, you paid for my eye surgery.
Yeah, but I gave you like some bonus money too for being my friend. I think I gave you like $7,000 or $8,000.
I don't recall, but that would be
I definitely paid your. I think your LASIK was $5,000, and I paid for that, but I think I gave you some extra money because you were my friend.
Someone said, "Oh God, you stopped smoking ciggies." I haven't smoked a ciggy in like 10 years. But yeah, I stopped. It's a bad habit. You want to know here? I don't know why we're talking about ciggies, but Lawson was just a baby, and I got home from work one day.
Big Brother's back on.
Big Brother's back on. And real quick, I had a cigarette. I was on the balcony, and my son couldn't even walk, and like put his hands up on the window. And I looked at him. I'm like, "What am I doing?" And I just whipped my cigarette. It was like a movie, and I never smoked a cigarette since.
But now you use that other show.
All right, let's just watch the show. What are we talking about ciggies for?
Like and subscribe.
What's up, buddy? Speaking of kids, say hi real fast.
Get you new ones. I'll do a pickup.
Pop your head in here, Ronaldo. You want to say hi, Lozzies?
Can I go straight riding?
Wear your helmet. You got your watch on? Oh, he's got to go with you.
Hey, you guys want to watch Big Brother too?
They can't hear it.
I
They
know.
don't have the.
I know.
Oh. Okay, go. I'll text you. Put your helmets on.
And she'll make an alliance, huh? Should I turn this up a little in your ear?
A little bit. Okay, so Angela and Dee are talking right now. Nice. Was Dee a fan of the show?
She said I am. I think she kind of just said that. I like her accent.
I was just about to say that. That's it. I feel like a strong alliance because she seems like she's good at comps.
Well, Angela, I mean, she played the game before, so that's definitely an advantage, you know. There's your boy Chuck.
Big Chuck.
Big Chuck, the Nigerian cowboy.
Oh, I like that alliance. Them two together. Camu? Is that how you say his name? Camu? Camu?
Camu?
Camu?
I don't know. We'll figure it out. That'd be a strong alliance.
Good alliance.
That dude's tattoos are legit. They're doing a little.
Haley? Oh, she seems strong. And Haley likes Camu. That's how you say it.
Camu. Lawson looks so much like you, Jeff.
And he acts like him too.
Dude, Jordan Lawson butt heads.
Me and Lawson butt heads all the time. It's like I'm fighting with little Jeff.
Look at Angela making those alliances.
But
she's smart.
You can't make too many alliances. Is she asking this guy to join in with D and them, or is she doing a separate one? Oh, wait, why is he crying?
Jason's crying. He's the first one to cry. Is he going to be in drag, you think, for the show?
Maybe.
Well, I mean, he's got to bring his stuff, right?
How do you not know? My brother's gay, and we all knew.
Yeah, that was, but it was interesting when he told us, though.
My brother waited. He was 30 when he came out.
Yeah, but it was a moment. I mean, it's a moment. It's
Me
hard.
and Jeff were the first people that my brother told.
And he goes, kind of like what Angela's talking about. I remember.
No, my brother, he told me, and then he goes, it was so hot, and I had shoes on, and I go, wait, get your shoes on. Let's go on a walk. Tell me everything. And then me and Peyton talked, but then he goes, I'm going to go tell Jeff.
And he goes,
like, oh yeah.
Then Jordan goes, go upstairs. Peyton wants to talk to you. I was like, what's going on? And I go up there and he's like, hey, yo, I'm gay. And I'm like, you feel better, buddy? And he's like, yes. And I just gave him a big hug. And it was like so much weight was off his shoulders, man. It was a great moment. But
oh my gosh, that bed. Okay, they're in the have-not room. The bed is turning. I would vomit. That's not all night, is it?
Yeah.
This is the time, though, when you're in the have-not room like this, y'all need to stay up and y'all need to like talk and bond. And
this bonds you. Yeah.
Exactly. I feel like there's strategy in that. Like I would talk to people. I would throw up though if it was spinning like that.
It goes slow.
Okay.
What's up? We still
everybody, are you liking what you're seeing? Are you like what you're watching? Keep the comments coming in. Jeff's in charge.
Like and subscribe.
Yes.
What's going on?
Subscribe and like and subscribe.
Stop doing that. I just write hey, just because.
Yeah, just right.
I couldn't get something off the screen, so I wrote that.
Okay, so
so they're building their alliance.
Okay, so it's Chuck, Haley, and Camu.
Camu?
I always get mad when somebody, like, they never last, like the alliances and somebody tells.
Yeah, so I remember my first season when Jesse came in the house. It was like right away, and I still remember we were in the kitchen, not the kitchen, the storage area, and he's like, "Hey man, we need to team up," and I should have just said yeah, because that was the other side of the house. I was like, man, it's a little early. I don't want to start making promises to everybody. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I remember that moment. I was like, why didn't I just say yeah?
Yeah, why didn't
I don't know. Now that looking back.
Well, right now, these three are talking. If it was
just went to
me
commercial.
and D walked in the HOH, she's going to be like, that's already an alliance forming. I would be worried that she would be thinking, I'm going to break these three up already because they're an alliance.
Yeah, we'll see what they do.
To start breaking up those alliances.
What was Singing Mary wrote? I keep answering Singing Mary's questions, but she said the medal that we slept on, was that 13 or 11? Wasn't that 13?
I think 13. It was.
What was 11? What was that? Not an 11.
I don't know. Remember?
I don't either. What was it?
I feel like it was metal too.
Maybe it was metal. I don't know.
Remember the blankets where it was so cold. The blankets.
Here, you want to read some comments? I gotta go to the bathroom.
Go pee. Go do your thing.
How do you know it's a pee?
Ew.
I'm just kidding.
All right, y'all, send in your comments. I'm gonna get on here and
you guys want me to mic up all night?
This is like frozen. Let's see. All night it spins. I could not. I would get. Oh yeah, I would get motion sickness all night. I couldn't do that. Do you have to? Could you sleep on the floor if you were like, I can't do this? I'm gonna be super sick. You know, when Jeff and I were on the Disney cruise, when we got off the cruise for like 2 days, I felt like I was rocking just from the boat. Hello, Couch Jury from Pittsburgh. What's up, Pittsburgh? I've never been to Pittsburgh, by the way. I would love to go and just see. I want to travel more. You need to take the cruise to Hawaii. Jeff cashed in that cruise and got money for it. And instead of taking me to Hawaii.
What?
You cashed in instead of taking me to Hawaii. I give you money for your eyes. And then you don't take me to Hawaii. I was on the short list, he said. Do you remember that? Huh? Oh, yeah? Mm-hmm. I couldn't sleep on that bed. I'd be sick too. Yeah, I'll eat pizza. I don't care. Saturday, I watched the feed, so I am already aware of the spoilers. Oh my God. Wait, are there any big spoilers? Don't share them because I don't want anybody to get mad. Have not room for season 11 was metal beds and 13 was the padded room. Why don't I remember that?
Sure.
Oh no, not the short list. I was on the short list. I'm always
the way Jordan cuts pizza drives me crazy.
Well,
why don't you just cut it like a normal pizza? What is this? Look at what is that? Who cuts a pizza like that?
Best part of watching Jeff and Jordan. Okay, if it bothers you so much, then you cut it.
Wow. I'm just saying that, you know, psychopaths do that.
Selena will come out later on, Jason said. Is that, wait, what is that? Is that drag queen?
Jason?
Yeah.
Oh, what happened?
I don't know. That's a comment. Wait, am I reading that wrong? Jason. Oh yeah, Jason's the drag queen.
Yes.
So I think he's going to be Selena. Is that his drag queen name?
Oh, Selena. Oh, I think it is. Didn't he say that last week?
Maybe. Hawaii's awesome. Go for Annie.
Yeah, that pizza. No, it doesn't look. It looks delicious, but it looks like California. Are you going to eat this or what?
Are you going to pick up that pepperoni you dropped?
Yeah. All right, just came back on. They're doing the camera thing. Oh, now the Survivor people are talking.
They're gonna bring it. It's good. You guys let me know if I'm smacking because I cannot stand to hear people smack. It's so annoying.
Oh, I do. I want to hear this conversation.
Yeah, we got to hear this. Right now, D and what's his name? Devon's are having a combo.
I don't know D, but I kind of like her, just from what I'm seeing now. I haven't seen her on Survivor, and I like Devon's. Oh, Oh, okay. So he's down with it, Devon's.
I like it.
Good. I think that's smart. I mean, I think it's natural, like you said, coming from the same show.
Mm-hmm. Wait, you guys, what's the condom gate going on with the live feeds? There's condom gate.
Uh-oh.
What is that?
Somebody already did it?
I like D too. Amber said I like D. Amber, I like D too.
So if you go in the storage room, you know where all the food is, there are condoms in there.
No, they're not.
Yeah, yes, there is.
There were condoms?
I thought there was.
Really?
I think there is, yeah.
No.
What do you mean? You didn't see them?
No. I wasn't planning on having sex in there.
I know, but I'm pretty sure there's condoms in there.
Ew.
So now, well, obviously the condom gate.
How stinky are my feet today? You don't really smell them today. I'm airing
Is this
them
going to be
out.
a thing? You want me to smell it?
Grammy.
So wait.
Hey, from San Diego, oldest daughter's name is Lyric too. We're going for her.
Hey, so wait.
Yes.
They're making a master alliance, but those two want to team up with Chuck and K-Moo and that other girl.
That's a great alliance.
Be a strong alliance.
If they all can stay together.
Yeah.
You guys, you know how hard it is to work out in that house? I know because I gained 20 pounds the first season because all I did was eat like what I'm doing right now. The cameras now are so clear.
Yeah, it does look clear.
You're paranoid.
Girls Alliance. They're so young.
There were always condoms in the storage room. Someone took them and hid them one season.
But yeah, there was.
Honestly,
there was condoms in there.
Who wants to have sex in there? Like, cameras are everywhere. Nobody wants to hear that.
Different strokes for different folks.
I don't think anybody on our seasons had sex. I don't think. Well, I don't know.
I think Brendan and Rachel did the second season. I'm not. No, I don't know for sure. I don't want to start rumors. I thought they did. Maybe I'm wrong. You guys tell me. You guys watched. I don't know. But I don't want to put rumors out there. Sorry.
Is this them grabbing Haley, asking her to be in the alliance?
Game on, huh?
I love it.
This would be, if they did do this.
And they stick together, it'd be awesome. I like this alliance. Okay, Latrice and Taylor found the open box of condoms in storage with a missing condom. The internet rumors are going wild about Lyric and Rome hooking up.
No way.
Oh my gosh, they're already getting they're already beating panties.
Are they really? Or that's just a rumor? Maybe they didn't. This dude, I can't get over his tattoo game.
Yeah, he's strong. I can't get over that he this is so fun watching all the way from West Virginia. Kristen, thank you for joining in from West Virginia.
Do your business part.
Oh, everyone, if you would please like and subscribe. See, don't you guys like doing this and you don't have to do a subscription or anything?
Well, I like doing this with because all the questions you guys have all the answers to.
You guys do. Y'all are very
Otherwise, it's just me and Jordan like watching a show. Like, who is that? What is that guy? What does he do?
Yeah, we're like, what's going on? I have no idea.
All right, they're locking in this alliance.
Would either of you ever go back on another season? I can't. I like doing this. This is fun for me.
Yeah.
Sitting on my couch talking about other people and then not being in the game, being stressed. I have really bad anxiety and I would have a panic attack in there.
It's tough too, you know, like we had our fun. We're older now. I'm much older. And
3 months is hard to be away from your kids.
With your kids, it's really hard for us, you know. But it is, I mean, it is a once in a lifetime experience that people do experience more than once. But it's really cool. And then I really enjoyed working for the show afterwards and getting to see behind the scenes and the process, and then me playing the game and contributing that way. That was better for me. I'd rather be on this end of it, you know, kind of commentating on what's happening or hosting as opposed to playing again.
Okay, wait. Dee knows the political game from being on the challenge. I didn't know she was on the challenge, and she dated Johnny Bananas.
Really?
I didn't know that.
Dee dated Johnny Bananas?
I really like this alliance if they stay together. A lot of times they end up breaking up, but I hope they stick together.
That girl, who's that girl?
Haley.
She doesn't seem pumped about it.
What?
Oh. So
what are they doing?
Well, listen, like someone just
I like it, this guy.
They just went to commercial break. So like someone commented, being on the show or playing Survivor and actually going through the process, everybody thinks they have a strategy. That strategy totally changes when you're a player on there. But once you've played something like Survivor, which is a strategic mind game as well as physical, you already have that advantage. Right. So I already see what Devon's is doing. He wants to form an alliance to keep him strong, but him and Dee are at the head of it.
Right.
Right. So when the time comes, if they do stick together, they're going to start cutting people off. And then I think the other side of the group will figure out, like, listen, we're at the bottom of this totem pole. Obviously, right. These guys played Survivor together. We got to go after them at some point. So if they do stick together, though, that alliance of 5, if they stick, will have to start going against each other. And there'll be 3 against 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going way too far into the game now, but
I think so.
I think so.
Somebody was saying that they've been watching us and would watch us on the live feeds when they had a newborn. So that means your kid's 17.
Has it been 17 years since we've been?
I think 17 years, right?
Well, 28, so 11.
32.
Just
33,
minus
34,
28.
35, 36.
18, 17, yeah.
Yeah, 17 years. I was right. Okay, would we ever let our boys do BB when they're older? Or like a reality show when they're older? I don't know. If they weren't mature, I don't know. Because it could, like, if they said something, if they did something, or people didn't like them, and then the internet can be very brutal. And if they're not mature enough to handle all the comments, and because, I mean, we've gotten told pretty much everything under the sun, it can really affect you. And I'm very protective of the boys, and I would almost encourage them, get off social media, like go be with your friends, go have fun, like live life.
But I think you know, we're raising our boys the best we can. I think they're going to be, you know, the number one thing we teach our boys is respect. You know, respect other people.
Yes.
Treat other people how you want to be treated, the golden rule. That's really what we focus on most, you know? I think they'll be good boys. And if anything, hopefully they'll be respectful.
Yeah.
And I think just growing up in this era of social media, I think it's a big problem, but it also, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It thickens your skin, but
our kids,
it could be tough on younger kids. So I'm more worried about social media than being on a reality show. I would let them obviously they're going to be adults at that time. They could do whatever they want, and I'd support them. But I think social media is a bigger problem while they're maturing into that age.
Yes.
You know? That's That's what I'm worried about.
My daughter wants to audition next year for Big Brother. Any advice? I don't know how they do casting anymore. I was talking to a neighbor's daughter who is in her 20s and she wants to do Love Island. And she told me, like, you have to have a following now and they like influencers. I was like, that is totally different from when we were on. I always tell people, but this could be something very outdated. I think it's best if you go to an open casting call and they see you in person and they see your personality and you don't tell them what you think they want to hear. Be yourself. But that's, I mean, that could be, 17 years ago information trying to help somebody out. I don't know how it is anymore.
Yeah, like the casting process.
Yeah.
They're obviously looking, they know what they're looking for. It'd be interesting to get a casting person's point of view, but the best advice I have for Big Brother's
back.
The best advice I have is just be yourself. Like Jordan said, don't give them answers that you think they want to hear. Just be you, and then that's all you could do is be yourself.
Okay, wait, they're talking about showmance. It's too early for a showmance.
Uh-oh.
No, I can't turn it off. Can you come grab it?
Can you get wet with me?
Oh, yes. Touch my body. Yes. Let's flirt this way. No, you didn't just do that.
Dude, it's a little early to be.
Oh, wow.
Oh, let me feed you an apple.
He looks so young.
And you know what?
You and I were not
we don't
that
like
at all.
pat ourselves on the back enough. Every season now is about showmance, and there's already 3 going on. We were the originators. We were the first showmance that Big Brother had. You know what I mean? So you're getting.
No, we were friends first. They pushed us.
I'm not saying that, but you know what I mean. We transformed the show into. Now it's about relationships as well as the game. But now it's a big part of the game, and that's all due to me and Jordan. Yes? Can we give ourselves a pat on the back? Yes. You're not even paying attention.
I'm reading comments. Yes,
that's how much in love we are 17 years later.
Jeff just squeezed my boobs when we take a photo.
What?
See, Tim, just watch show. Now get to watch your stories. I remember you entertaining. Do you think BB sets up the showmances? I think people just do showmances because you get more popularity, I guess.
But we were the cause of that. Uh-oh. Like, smoochy time.
No, like whispering in your ear.
Uh-oh. Are you gonna hear the smash? Uh-oh, here they go. Yes! The first kiss of the season.
I hate hearing smacking. I'm cringing right now. I cringe.
Oh boy.
Ew. I liked it, Jeff.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Ah!
Your parents are watching. Oh, they should have said that.
Yes, Jeff and I were friends, but we did like each other. We flirted, but I.
Uh-oh, she's hearing it. They crank up the kissing sound. What? Are you getting uncomfortable?
I'm so uncomfortable. Ew.
Those look cozy, those beds, don't they?
I would have to leave. I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna have to, but you're not allowed to sleep anywhere but in your bed. That's the only place you can sleep.
Listen, we kiss on this show too.
One time, well, no, Jeff, it was, I think, the first week. We were both talking about this the other day, and you just randomly kissed me. I was wearing a brown dress. I remember that. And I was like, whoa, did he just kiss me? Yeah.
We did talk about that.
Yeah.
It was right before a live show.
Why'd you do that?
I don't know why I did that.
It was just like you've had that feeling.
I was trying to get my Rome on. What are those two balls?
Yeah, what are those balls?
That's where we're at in the show. What's that guy's name? Yash? Yash has just got two big pillow balls. Uh-oh. What's going on in the chats?
Nothing.
Oh, the HOH TV. Oh, you think they're going to let Angela into this thing? Oh, wait, hold on. I want to hear it.
Jeff, Ridgewood High School legend.
Yeah, Ridgewood High School. Go Rebels.
Okay, wait. What did he just say? What did Devon's just say? I just missed it.
It's because you're talking. Oh, and he's seeing if they want to bring Angela into that alliance.
I thought he meant that he's going to create a different alliance.
No, he wants to create a big alliance to protect him, but him and Dee are at the top of it. But I mean, what are you going to do? How many people are going to be in this alliance? Dude, Devon's knows what's up.
I know. He's just got to stay protected, and he needs to build the alliance for people to protect him.
What? Uh-oh. Oh, they're bringing Drew in. That's what's happening. See, that's a good feeling, like
But then the other side is going to find out
that everybody's in it. It's getting a little big.
And then they're going to get in trouble. That always happens. I think they're playing hard. Right now, by making another alliance, they're playing hard. They're playing too hard right now. That's just my opinion.
What's Angela? Oh, I thought she was crying.
Why'd she be crying?
I don't know. She was just rubbing her eyes.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he is going a little
hard. He's going too hard. This is going to bite him, and then somebody's going to come after him. Irving, it is true. We did kiss in the bed in the pitch dark, and this guy Ronnie farted while we were kissing. But that's it. Nothing else happened.
Listen, if you guys like and subscribe, this video and this stuff keeps growing. Right after this season ends, we'll what? You touch your earpiece.
It fell out of my ear. Calm down.
Don't talk to me like that.
Don't talk to me.
I was in the middle of a pitch.
Okay, we might be a little delayed because I'm sorry my earpiece fell out.
Like I said, if this is a success, which so far we're only episode 2, it is, we're going to do our season because we've never went back and watched our own season. And that's going to be a totally different dynamic because we're going to be remembering things that we totally forgot about and hearing comments that we haven't heard before from the other house guests. So that's going to be really cool. So like and subscribe right now. Let's get this thing going. And then after Big Brother ends, maybe we could do our season.
Yeah, because if this show does good, we'll keep going, guys.
How was that for a pitch?
Yeah. Definitely not like anything like Rachel. Nothing gets better between me and my Brendan.
All right.
She's not going to be able to nominate anybody because they have too many people.
I know. Here's the thing. Again, I got to re-say it.
What?
With this big of a group, it's great for now. You like we said, you have to take steps. You don't want to be the first one out.
Right.
Then you want to make it to jury. But
it's the it's
but they got to
play
know
week by week.
Yes,
You don't
you're
play it. You don't jump.
Oh, here comes the name. This is the worst.
Oh gosh.
Oh boy. All right,
the crossover.
The crossovers.
It's so stupid. I hate when they do the names. Did we have an alliance name?
Didn't
we didn't even know. We didn't even know what was going on. We didn't even know we were playing Big Brother.
No, we didn't have an alliance.
Thank you, Trista, for liking and subscribing.
Yes, Trista, shout out. No, what I was saying is I'm looking. They just went to commercial right now. I'm looking too far down the line. But like Jordan said, I think it's better to play week to week. But again, all I could see right now is the big picture. And if you have a big group like that,
it breaks up.
And two of you are on Survivor, that group's going to turn on you at some point. They might be thinking they're the heads or the top of that totem pole, but they're not. With that big of a group, they're going to have to turn on those two, and they're going to be the first ones to go with that big of a group.
Yep.
Right? Yep. Am I looking too far down the road?
I agree. It's going to bite Devon's.
Because he's going
way too hard. And then what happens is people get too confident and they're like, yes, I'm like, I got through this week. I got through that week. My alliance is protecting me. And then boom, you're the next one out. As soon as you get comfortable in that house, you're out.
I know all too well. And that's the truth.
If you start thinking like, I think I'm going to win this show. Like I got this. You're done.
That's exactly what happened. I'm not even joking. The first season we were on, as soon as I made it, like there was 5 people left in the house, I was like, dude, I can't believe I'm going to win this show. I thought that in my head. I'm like, I think I'm going to win this show. And I was like thinking about the money already.
Right.
Boom. I went out that week.
It's so true.
It's totally true. You got to play week to week and you got to keep your head.
I don't think all the way. Even when it was the final 3, I remember wanting to cry because I was like, I made it this far. If I get out, that's the worst feeling ever because I'm right there at the grand prize.
Yeah.
And that was like when I cared.
I know the feeling.
But that's when
But did me getting eliminated motivate? Did it kind of put a fire under you?
Season 13, it did. Like when it was like that someone got you out, then I was like, oh, I'm getting you back.
Yeah.
And then I got that person out, and then I think I went right after. Maybe
I go out.
I made it
the 4th. You made it the 4th, right?
I made it top 4.
Listen, Jordan gets no love. She was a Big Brother winner, and then the second time she made it to 4th. That's pretty good. There's people that played a lot of more times than us, and they haven't even won. So Jordan needs to get a little love. Big Brother doesn't give her any. I'm sticking up for nothing gets between me and my woman. Are you going to read some comments or what? What are you looking at?
It's just more so everybody talking to each other.
Well, get in there. I don't know if I like you controlling.
Oh, well, then do you want to do it?
Well, are you going to read a comment?
It's a commercial right now, guys. Well, everybody's kind of talking to each other. Clown shoe is what they're talking about.
Oh, you guys want to see something? Here, watch this.
Oh, go get it. I know what you're going to do. Clown shoe was so sad.
Oh, it's time for America's vote. So this company, this isn't actually in our cabinet. This company, Clown Shoe Beers, sent me like a ton of beers and all this swag and stuff. Because if you guys remember, obviously, if everyone watched, I'm assuming everybody watched Big Brother 13. I went out with that stupid clown shoe. It still haunts me, but they sent me all this stuff. So I do see this pretty much on a daily, and it reminds me. But I don't know, good times, huh?
Good times. Somebody asked, Saturday Parks Live asked, would you all consider going on BB if they brought y'all in as a couch?
Oh, like to do this show on Big Brother?
I would.
That would. Well, that would mean they'd have to call us and acknowledge our existence. But yeah, we would definitely do something like that. That'd be a cool idea. Maybe you guys could help make that happen. We'll do this live from the Big Brother house where they were smooching.
Are we gonna smooch?
And then me and Jordan will smooch in there.
Okay, so Angela and Devon's are at the hammock talking right now, just so y'all know where we're at in this.
I wonder if Devon's watched Big Brother. I would again, I don't know. I'd be a little reluctant. I'd want to be on Angela's good side, but I'd be a little reluctant to trust her. Just because like the way she was, I know you didn't watch that season, but she was kind of all over the place, you know? And I'm all about stability and loyalty. And I don't know if I would be able to trust her. Oh, see?
Wait, did he just tell her the alliance? Why did you do that?
That's what I'm saying.
That is so dumb. You're gonna go home and you're gonna mess up everything now. You should have kept your mouth shut.
What was that noise? Oh, watch. See, Angel's pissed. Watch.
Now she's gonna tell, and now
she's gonna go crazy.
Now he's gonna be a target. That was so dumb.
Oh wait, but maybe no, he's telling them that they just got more people. So maybe he's trying to trust her, you know, so she's not pissed.
You don't tell anybody anything in that house.
Oh, she's cool with it. Okay. Oh, she's good with it. Okay, I was wrong.
Angela's just said,
uh-oh.
What are you doing? Stop talking. Devon's is talking to Drew right now.
Oh, he's telling everything that's going down.
Okay, now Devon's, you need to go home. That's so dumb.
Wow, you already that was fast. You turned on Devon's already? They're having a debrief right now.
Okay, he just said we're solid. Now that means the next episode.
Okay, the crossovers alliance just came on. And I gotta know who's in what.
The red corner. See?
See? D doesn't like it. Yeah.
Backfire on us. Good job, D. Yeah. Okay, I like D. She's smart. D, break away from Devon's because Devon's just
this is gonna get out. Yeah. This is gonna get out.
People are gonna get mad.
And then guess what? If it gets out that there's these alliances and the other side of the house wins HOH, those two are going on the block.
Right.
Well, that's what I would do. See? Oh.
Good job, D.
Yep. D is spitting game.
Yep. D needs to
smart. D.
Be smart.
Oh.
No, it's gonna come back. You just ruined these other people's game.
We're going to commercial now. Wow. So he's nervous. Well, D kind of set him straight, but again, you don't know. It's so easy sitting on your couch and thinking you know how to play the game. When you're in there, it's completely different. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know. You want to trust somebody, but then you don't know who to trust. It's just completely weird. We've never had like a group, right?
It was always you and I because everybody was against us in the house. And then we were,
We did kind of have a group that in
towards
13.
the end, like Yeah, we had like Rachel.
Yeah, because we were all returning players, so we stuck together.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I like D.
Yeah,
D's
Saturday. Who's that? Saturday Parks Live.
Did the production staff turn over so they don't know you like we do?
I think they did. I think I used to.
I don't know anybody over there
When I
anymore.
worked at CBS, almost all those people are gone. Not in the production. I'm talking about like CBS, the interactive side, CBS.com. I think one of my old boss is actually on this right now. What up, Mike? And his
Big Mike.
I don't know how deep you guys want me to talk about all that stuff, but I won't talk about that. But I think there's only like 2 people left from that whole crew when I worked there, and a lot of people that were higher up, they don't work there either anymore. So it did turn over a lot, and all the people that I knew there, that we knew there, are no longer there. It's a new era, and it was 17 years ago. So you got to think about that.
When we got off the show, like all around, people that worked at CBS were so fun.
It was the best. It was one
of
the best times of my life.
People.
We had so much fun, and then you could tell. Even you could be honest. When you went back for reindeer games,
it's so different.
You said you felt awkward.
I felt super awkward. Like it wasn't even the same place. It was not. It was just like that spark, that vibe, that fun. It was like gone. Like everybody was so serious. It was like quiet. I was like, what happened here? Like, because when I used to go there, maybe just because, like, I'll give an example. Like the guy miking me up, he's like telling me, like, oh, I'm taking the mic and I'm putting it up here to mic you. And I'm just like, mic me. You don't have to explain to me where you're miking me. Like, we know you're not trying to do anything. Just put the mic. If you need to go up my shirt, go up my shirt. Like, put the mic there. And it's just like so weird.
The best.
And some people were wearing masks, like it was COVID. I was like, what? It was a weird.
People are more cautious now. You have to be cautious. I get it. But speaking of Mike watching the story, I don't know. My buddy Bayard, who used to work at CBS, I remember when I hosted Survivor Live.
Enough about that Mike.
I want to tell one more story. Speaking about miking. It was John Rocker, that baseball player. He's in some trouble now, but whatever. It was his girlfriend, I believe, and she had this like tight little body.
She was hot.
Okay, so
you just say it. She was very attractive.
She was very attractive, and she was wearing this dress that was like a Survivor buff. I mean, like stretched out, and I remember the whole time I interviewed her, I'm like, because her boobs were out like that, and I was like, just keep it eye level. Keep it eye level.
Don't look at her boobs.
Don't look at her boobs. And then Bayard, my buddy, had a mic her, and he was holding the mic, and her thing was skin tight, and he's like, I don't know how I'm going to get this on. Do you want to put this on?
Oh, yeah.
I still remember it. I always remember that because now the show that I work on, I have to mic up the people, and I'm like, here, I'm like, do you know how to mic yourself up? Because I'm cautious too. I don't want to just go in someone's shirt. You know what I mean? You don't do that. So I'm just like, hey, put this up through your shirt.
Then
you could go backstage. No, you can't do that now. But anyways, it just reminds me because she was wearing like nothing. He's like, I think you're gonna have to mic yourself up on this one. It was so funny.
Very cute. I remember seeing her.
Yeah, but yeah, you want to, you can't do that. You can't just be like, all right, here, I'm gonna go up your shirt. You know?
Somebody asked if I was shocked when they called for reindeer games. I honestly was. I was like, me? But then when I was on reindeer games, I didn't know what I was supposed to do, like interact with the people, because I don't really talk. I don't really know everybody, and everybody's already like friends. So I'm just like on the side, and I'm kind of quiet to begin with. I love Josh. Isn't it Martinez is his last name? Josh is so sweet and like the nicest person. And I always tell Jeff, I was like, he's so happy and upbeat. And I think he's like the sweetest guy.
All right, we're back. Mallory's talking right now. She's kind of ripped, huh?
My mic fell again.
Uh-oh. Just hold the bottom, yeah.
Do we have to come home?
No, you just play out in front. This is almost over.
It's almost over.
Let's go.
No.
You were with them like all day. My kids have like an attitude problem and have the hardest time if you tell them no.
What an awkward conversation.
I'm awkward. I'm uncomfortable right now.
He's not listening at all. Oh my God, this is awkward.
Maybe who's this girl? Where's I need the names. I don't know people's names.
Mallerie.
Yeah. Pots and Pans Josh. Yes. He was very sweet. Like I've never met him before and he's super sweet.
Boyzos. Easy.
Stop it. Oh, Tiffany's very fun. I was just talking about people that were not the host of reindeer games, the people playing the games. Tiffany's very sweet and beautiful. I did not touch.
Oh, I don't know. There's something about Mallerie that I like. That conversation didn't go well.
Well, maybe she was nervous.
Yeah, she was nervous. All right. Are they going to put somebody up tonight?
Yeah, she's got to put somebody up. She's got to nominate. Dee's in the best situation as of right now. She's in the best situation. Our kids are 9 and 7, and they fight all the time.
So she's talking about the HOH groups, one from each group. But
then wouldn't that be one of them?
No, but I get her strategy. Yeah, she's thinking of an excuse to. I guess that's good. Yeah. K-Moo thinks so too. Oh, Lyric?
Oh no.
Oh, they're already busting up the Showmance? Oh.
Oh. Okay, everybody's talking right now.
Yeah, sorry, we're trying to listen.
I'm trying to listen to what they're saying.
Yeah, why would you put someone up from your own team? I would have thought your whole team is safe, no?
Okay, where are we? This is HOH room?
Yep. All right, now K-Moo's talking.
Barrett?
But they have a side alliance, so they can't put up anybody, right?
But isn't she in alliance with him? With Barrett?
That's what I'm saying. But he doesn't know that.
Oh, that's right. But then that's how.
So you got to nominate 3.
Isn't there a BB blockbuster?
Oh, okay. What is it?
I just joined and started from the beginning. I hear someone speaking. Oh, wait. Like came in, I think. She can't. Oh. This is like so awkward when you have to talk to
it's
everybody.
the worst.
It's oh gosh.
Going up and
then
ringing
now
that
he was just
doorbell.
talking about this guy to her, telling her to put up. It's so uncomfortable. But you kind of get a sense when you're going up just by the way somebody talks to you.
And you got to go in there and like do your thing.
Ugh.
I remember when I knew I was going home, and they're like, aren't you going to go talk to Kevin, like the producers? And I was like, no. I'm like, I'm going home anyway. So I didn't even go do that move.
But then they want you to, so they can get.
Yeah, they wanted it, but I was like, it's moot.
Yeah, so you can get footage. Where are you going? No, you're not.
No, get out of here. What are you talking about? No. Banana Head. It's 8:30.
It's almost 8:30. No.
All right, commercial now. So I don't know. What do you think she's going to do? I like Kamu's strategy of I get why she doesn't want to because she's in the alliance with them, but put one from each other team and just be like, listen, I only thought it was fair. I don't, like he said, I don't want to put up anyone from my team. And I just picked one of you from each of the other teams. I'm sorry, no hard feelings.
Yeah.
You know?
She can put them up, but not a great idea. I bet people don't make eye contact, that are awkward. It's crazy watching the live when it's not on the TV. I know we can't pull I know a lot of people requested, like, can we have Big Brother on, like, so y'all can see it while we're talking, but I don't think you can do that legally, right?
Legally, we can't do that.
Yeah, legally we can't.
We're trying to give you guys like little cues cues at home so you could sync up exactly where we're at so you know what we're talking about. But I do get the part of like, it's hard to watch the show and listen to our commentary, but makes it a little different, you know? So, right. But you should try it, just sync up with where we're synced up, and I'll tell you exactly what we're watching. So
right.
Obviously, commercial, right when we come back from commercial, I'll be like back, and that's right where we're at. So try to sync it up as best you can. I
just personally want to thank you. She gave us $5. So I just want to say thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys. I didn't even know what Super Pass is. It Super Pass?
No, Super Chat. Is it
Super Chat? Super what?
How many bears have you had?
Super Chats? I had a Truly. Yeah, thank you guys. I don't even know what that was. You don't have to do that by any means, you know. We're trying to make this free for you guys. We didn't want to charge people. We just wanted this to be fun, kind of like you're sitting on our couch with us. Exactly. We're just talking, and you know, like you're just at our house watching Big Brother.
Okay, it's easier to follow along this week with your clues this week. Thank you, J&J. I'm in Chicago and I recorded it, was able to sync up easily. Dolly Girl, thank you.
That's what we're doing, Dolly Girl.
It's great when you're on the East Coast. We've already seen the TV.
Even better. Yeah, even better.
What? No, it's 8:30. No.
The cues are helping. There we go. So people are getting on it, you know. We just came back. The camera's on, and now Dee's walking across nominations today.
No.
All right, here we go. All right, so we're coming down to it here. She's going to do her nominations.
No.
Hey, give us 5 minutes, buddy. This is the end of the show.
No, I said no.
Hey, he's tired. Don't fight with him. Who do you think she's going to nominate?
She's got to do 3. Hand me the paper.
You think she's going to put up Mallerie after that chat?
Do you want to sit here with us? I think it's going to be somebody we haven't even seen. I think Mallerie could be one.
All right, here she goes. She's about to do the nominations.
Come sit here.
Oh, Lyric's nervous. Oh, Mallerie, first one.
I said Mallerie. I think she's gonna do Taylor.
I think she's gonna do
let
Lyric.
that whole or Rome.
Lyric looked nervous.
Oh, Lyric.
Oh, Yash.
And maybe Lyric. Lyric or Taylor, I think, is gonna be next. No. Oh.
Ooh, Taylor?
Where's that drawing thing? I don't like the way they do the nominations now. I wish everyone pulled their own keys.
Oh, like we used to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I said so.
Wow, interesting. Mallerie, Josh, and Taylor. So she put up somebody from her. Oh, she got to do 3.
Yeah.
That's tough.
It's got to be hard, like when you have to do 3 people.
Well, that's part of winning HOH, the first one, you know?
Oh, this is like when everybody cries. I always feel bad. But you know what? The Blockbuster, I think you have a good chance. I know I feel bad when people cry, especially when you're the first one going.
Pull it together, girl. I'm pulling for Mallerie. I don't know. I got a soft spot for Mallerie.
How much was your payout after taxes if you win, and do you still get a stipend?
Taylor's handling it like a G.
Yeah.
I like it.
I already told you no. No. It's getting dark. I said no.
Oh, so they have 2 chances, the veto and the Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Wow, we're already in. Like, it's Big Brother, you know? Like,
yeah. It is like the worst feeling when you get nominated.
Oh, well, I'm excited for the next episode.
Yeah,
I'm already in.
This is, you know, I said normally the first couple episodes are boring, nothing happens. This is great. And Dee is in the best situation right now. She's great.
I'm digging it. All right.
And then, hang on, somebody asked me about, do you get your stipend if you win Big Brother? You don't. So if you win Big Brother, you don't get the money that they pay you each week for being on the show. And then they asked me about taxes. They took half with taxes because I had to pay state and federal taxes to California and state and federal taxes to North Carolina. So they took half.
And you know, another thing that maybe you guys know more than us. When we played, if you won, you couldn't be America's favorite player.
Yeah.
That I remember. I'm pretty sure that was when we played. And then Taylor was the first ever winner, and she won America's favorite too, right?
I think so.
Yeah. But when we played, you couldn't be both, if I remember correctly. I might be wrong, but that was interesting too.
All right.
All right. Where do you guys call home? We're south of Denver. We're about 30 minutes south of Denver. That's where we're at in Colorado. Do you still have your money?
I did very well with it, and I've made it last 17 years later. So I will say one thing. I did not go buy stupid things and materialistic things. I was smart about it, and I owe that to my grandpa too. My grandpa wrote me a letter and like he was like, just letting you know you're not rich. You have cushion. Don't go buy a rich man's car because you have this money. You're not rich. and I invested and I did good things with it. So,
yeah.
all right, guys, we are going to get off of here. I got to handle my kid right now. And sorry if you keep hearing him whining in the background. But thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for writing. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we will see you guys Wednesday, right?
Wednesday. We'll see you Wednesday. And we got some fun things planned out throughout the season. So stay with us. We're trying to dial this in for you guys so we could all get on the same page here. We might have some special guests coming over and sitting on the couch. I already have somebody in mind, but
I think she might come. All right.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. Make sure to tune into our podcast as well on Mondays and Wednesdays, new episode. And then we'll be back with a live eviction show on our podcast after Thursday night. So a lot going on this summer. It's going to be good. Get some sleep, and I hope everyone has a great week. See you soon.
See ya. You got to end it.